So hi there, my name is Zachary, and I've been thinking a lot lately. I know I haven't made a video in a while, but I'm hoping this video will kind of make up for the last 2 weeks of non-videoisness. I just really haven't been in a video making mood. Today we are going to talk about a very sensitive subject, and by sensitive I don't mean sensitive at all. What is the meaning of life? According to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, it is 42. Now, most of you will laugh at that. I've seen the movie, I didn't really enjoy it that much, but I got a kick out of that. But that's off subject. I know thinking about what is the meaning of life is getting really theoretical and kind of like impossible and kind of cheesy, but at the same time it's a cool thing to think about, like what is the actual meaning of life? Now someone who had a very similar question to that was Thales from ancient Greek philosophy. His question was, what is the source of all things? Which, as you can tell, is kind of the same as what is the meaning of life, or similar to. Anyways, from Thales' question, what is the source of all things, you can assume two things. One, that all things have a source, and two, that the source of all things is one thing. His answer to this question was water, which is very strange to think about, but it actually kind of makes sense. Water is the source of all things. It is the source of life, and even back then it was like a major symbol that represented life. Without water there is no life. Without life there's basically nothing. Now, then Aristotle came around, and he said that the source of all things cannot be water. And the reason for this is that if the source of all things was water, then the other three elements, how can I put this? If the source of all things was water, then water would have to be bigger than the other four elements. Well, 3 elements, but 4 with water. The elements are water, fire, earth, and air. They're all opposites from each other. Air is cold, earth is dry, water is damp. And what's the other one? So if water was bigger and better than the other 3 elements, and that would mean that it would destroy the other ones. Because opposites can't be opposites if one's like more powerful than the other. They can't oppose each other. So that kind of made the theory kind of go down the drain. I'm not sure if any of this is making sense to you, and I'm hoping you're like grasping on. If you go back to Thales, the ironic thinking about it is that technically speaking, everything is made out of water. Everything living, that is. You are some percent of water, the trees are made of water, and everything you center your life around is basically around water. If you were not to drink water, you would die eventually. I don't actually think about the meaning of life, it's just the meaning of life and the source of all things, and all of it combined together with Greek philosophy is just kind of like, So if you have this book, you should check it out. It's pretty good. So basically all these thoughts have been coming from this book, so if you have it or have a library, you should check it out. It's kind of complicated and not really easy to read, but it is good, and I'm only about 15 pages in, and I've already been thinking about these things. So I'm hoping that you're having a really good day, and I will make a video very soon. Goodbye.